Welcome back, traders, to Friday's installment on how to trade gold. I hope your trades from this week has been going really well. And if you've been paying attention to the analysis that I've been sharing with you all, you will see that there's been quite a number of times when you could have seized upon opportunities that I talked about in the market, and a new one has just emerged, and it's in line with what we were talking about on Wednesday and Thursday. And now we're going to talk more about that today. So with all of that said and done, we're just going to get straight into it. So in yesterday's analysis presentation, I talked about the fact that I'd taken a position in gold, right? So this was my entry, and that was 2644.60, and I had a trading stop that I moved to this level right here, which was 2649.44. Now at the end of the video, I moved my trailing stop a little bit higher, okay, and as you can see, that was taken out today, which is cool. I already knew it was a win-win situation that I was in. It wasn't a lot of profit, just because what I mentioned in regards to this channel that market is currently in. So that's this channel that we can see over here. So the channel is indeed holding, right, and market is now pulling back down again. So what it is that I did today is that I took a sell from this level right here. So let's get rid of all of these for now. Okay, let's get rid of all of these. So I took a sell from this location right here, no, right about here. So literally, it wasn't this candle over here. It wasn't this one. It was pretty much this one, right? I thought it was just going to follow through, but it didn't. It kind of wicked through. I was really in. It went up again, and then obviously now it's flying back down. So you're just going to see how low that's going to go. And that's the entry. As it stands, my stop, I haven't turned that into a trading stop yet, just because I'm relatively comfortable with how this trade is going. So my stop at the moment is sitting up here. It was up here originally, but I just moved it a few moments ago to around this level over here. So this is where my stop is, and I may be bringing in a trading stop later on as market continues its direction downwards, if it does decide to stay in that direction, or I might just come out the position altogether at the close of market today. That might be what I do. It just depends. We've still got a few more hours to go. As it stands, it's only 4 p.m, so this video is coming out a little bit earlier than it normally would. Chances are it will be a little bit later, but we're in the holidays right now, so I have all this time, so I can do that for you guys, right? So with what I was saying in the last couple videos in relation to these zones over here, this is where I think naturally market is going to find its way in. So market's going to find its way in these zones. I don't think it's going to be today, in all fairness. I think chances are it will most likely be between Monday and Tuesday of next week that we find market in this particular zone. Here are the numbers, so obviously you can pause the video to mark out these zones when you see market return into them, if it does indeed return into these zones. Now when market, in my opinion, and bearing in mind this is more or less of a prediction as what I think price is going to do, so should market find its way into this area over here, my first step is do absolutely nothing and continue to monitor the situation, because what I want to see is for price to move away from this zone should market come into this zone right now. Now just a recap on the farm that I put out, which is obviously it's time to buy gold. Reason why I'm saying it's time to buy gold right now is because gold is now about to get in position according to the analysis that I have laid out, which is I think gold is coming into this zone over here, at which point it's going to be blasting off. There are a couple guys, obviously some of them were able to get a position here on Monday, okay, so they've ridden it all the way up. Whether they're still in or not, that is obviously that's a given. Bottom line is they're still profitable. If you got in on Monday, you're looking at all of this right now, even though it's looking like this, but you're in all of this right now, which is fantastic. But I think price is coming down into this zone over here, and when it does, we also need to plan for that as well. Now overall bias in gold as it stands, overall bias, and for that let me just get a naked chart up. I personally think it is going up. This was a little trend that I put together just to showcase what market is currently doing, right? And let's just say that this is in fact a larger channel. So in yesterday's video I talked about this area being a channel, and it kind of is. We have price pulling away from that, but looking at the strength of the candle right now, I don't think it's actually pulling down. I think it's just going to push up some more but however, I can obviously collect some little pips and little points off that as it pulls down. So let's just see what it does. So if we add this to this right now, okay, it's a bit of a off a channel that may be going into some form of a squeeze. This is how this is looking right now as I assess the situation. It looks like it's going to maybe push its way all the way up to about this level over here before it comes down. Hence why I am waiting at this level right here for the actual trade that I will be holding for a couple of days, right? Hence why I'm waiting at these levels, as I mentioned earlier, because I believe that it's going to make its way down here, not to sweep this liquidity in this area over here, but more or less just tap in and then fly off. And then what it does when it gets to this level is what we'll find out once it gets there. And then ultimately, if it takes out the high of 2024, then we know that that target level of 3K is looking more than plausible. 3K right up here. All right. So with that said and done, if you find the content useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you turn on the notification, and you drop us a like, and I will see you all on the next one.